comprehensive. Tonight is going to be educative. So this is MMM Revolution, M3 Revolution. So please, let's try to go and notify our people in our different groups so that our people can begin to join the Zoom. I'm also doing the same thing here. I am trying to screenshot my page so that I can begin to notify our people in the group. So which means the next few minutes, let me say exactly 8:40, I am going to start the presentation because I expected of at least to have more people in tonight's Zoom meeting. And we're still having 8 participants. So let's try to inform our people so that we can have more audience. Guider Ogona, kindly confirm if you can hear me, sir.
I can hear you. Just go ahead and start the meeting. We're already behind time.
Oh, all right. Yeah, good evening once again to everyone listening to my voice right now. So I hope I can, let me try and see if I can share my screen. Oh, good. I can share my screen so that I will be able to project the slide. Anyway, I'm not going to be reading on the slide, but I'm going to be explaining the slide one after the other. And we're going to maximize our time. So Guider Ogona, kindly confirm if you can see my screen now.
Yes, you can see your screen.
All right. First and foremost, I'm going to start this way. Please mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself. All right. All right. All right. Now I'm going to start this way. The truth is, everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to be successful in life. That's the fact. But a lot of people don't really understand that when we are talking about financial freedom, the truth is it has what we call principle. And if you don't follow the principle of being free financially, sincerely, it might be difficult for you to be free financially. And I observed something here in Nigeria, in this our nation. I discovered that 99% of Nigerian population are poor, while just 1% are rich. And it's not like that in abroad. Sincerely speaking, it is not like that in abroad. But in this Africa, that is how it is, and some part of Asian country. Now, why 99% of Nigerian population are poor is probably because they have poor mentality. I'm going to tell you the reason. Forget the facts that Nigerian economy, Nigerian government. No. Average Nigerians, we have two mentality, which I'm going to tell you. Now, the mentality that we have in Nigeria basically is either you are working for somebody or you have your own work you are doing, either artisan or you are doing business. That is what majority of Nigerians does. maybe you are working for government or you are working for private parastatal, or you have your shop, you are a barber, you are a tailor, you are doing businesses. That is what we are doing in Nigeria, basically. And the truth is, if you have that mentality to be successful in life, with that, it is not easy. Note that you have a house, you have a car, doesn't mean that you are free financially. No. When we are talking about the person that is free financially, simply means that even when you are sleeping, money is coming. But until you work or until you monitor people before you make money, sincerely speaking, you are not free financially. Which means you need a system whereby even if you are not there, you need a community whereby even you have not please help me move everybody, or you make me
Mr. Ibrahim, please.
now, like I'm saying, I'm talking about being free financially now. Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is that if you want to free financially, you need a system whereby even if you are sleeping, money will be coming. Even if you are not monitoring the system, the money will keep on flowing. That time you are free financially. And apart from that, I said something that when we're talking about financial freedom, it has principles that you must follow. If you don't follow it, you cannot be free financially. And let me quickly tell you, the number one aspect of it is what we call the factor of fear. That is number one thing. If you want to be successful in life, you have to overcome that factor called fear. Fear of what? Fear of maybe losing money, fear of trying again, fear of trying new things. So many things, so many factors surround that fear. Some people, because they have done MMM in 2016, anything online business, they cannot do it again. Fear of what? Fear of losing money again, fear of trying again. That is number one. Number two is what we call ignorance. I remember 2016 when they were doing MMM. Sincerely speaking, because of what? Ignorance, I didn't participate. Why? Because I don't really understand the ideology. And that is what we call ignorance. A lot of people, they are still even preaching MMM the way it is not supposed to be what? To be preaching is ignorance. So you have to be informed so that you won't be deformed. That is what we call ignorance. So you have to overcome that factor of ego. Even if you are telling you something, listen to it, read books, try to even know, meet people that they know more than you. Because some people, they are not ready to what? To empty their core. They believe they have known everything. This MMM, not until I came to the level that, okay, I want to know about it. That was when I discovered that MMM is far, far better all this investment we have been doing. I can tell you that it was after MMM that all this investment began to come out. Yes, that was 2016. And the first online investment that first came out that go viral is what we call D9 Club. Yes, they say they are trading sports. That was the first online investment company that went viral. We might have another one, but the one that went viral most is what? D9 Club. So before that, a lot of platforms are coming, they are coming, and they're just using strategies that they are trading Bitcoin, they are trading Forex, and they're just scamming us because none of them even lasted more than 1 year. And MMM in from 2016, it lasted more than 1 year. But none of all these investments lasted actively 6 months. I can tell you, we have so many of them. And the last one is what we call comfort zone. Yes, a lot of people, because maybe they are collecting 200,000 naira salary, they believe they have arrived. They are not even thinking of making money again. They believe they have what? They have reached their comfort zone. Some people, maybe you are doing a particular business and it's generating money for you. You believe, okay, that's the end of the road for you. So no matter how, even Dangote, the richest man in Africa, is still looking for more money. He has never seen himself that he has reached the comfort zone. Dangote still want to become one of the richest all over the world. You understand? So what I'm trying to say in essence is that these three factors, it is very, very important for you to overcome. For you to overcome. Even if you have 5 streams of income that is bringing money for you, don't relax. Try to be looking for more. That is what we call, you want to what? You want to break that comfort zone, no matter how. So, in summary, I've talked about the fear. I've talked about what we call ignorance and also comfort zone. So these three basic things, you need it if you want to be successful in anything you're doing. Now, let me go straight to the business that we have, the community. The community of what? EPAS. I am so happy to be part of this community, and I'm going to tell you the reason. The fact remains that this community, the name MMM has been stained. That is just the truth. But I can tell you that we can redeem the what? The name again. That name MMM, even a lot of people don't want to hear about it again. We have to be sincere to one another. But the truth is, MMM is a community of EPAS. But because of what? Because of ignorance, because of misleading, that was why a lot of people don't really understand the ideology of this community, which I am going to explain. 2016, I didn't do MMM then. I have never done anything MMM before. And since 2016, people have been copying MMM. Maybe some guys, probably in Nigeria or Asia, they will just go to one hotel. They will just copy MMM and they will begin to do it. So within 2-3 months, they will just pack all the money, they will run away. So it was 2016, the original MMM has stopped. And it has come back now because Sajima Vrodi, the man of MMM, the brain behind MMM, fine, he's dead now. But he has team that they worked together 2016 and they are ready this 2022 that we're going to make history again. So what we want to do this 2022 now, November, December, is just what? Is just an awareness. The real business is 2023. That is just the truth. So if you are hearing about this opportunity at this point in time, I will tell you that you should congratulate yourself because you are earning it at the very early stage. And I used to tell people that professional launches business. Why amateur what? Amateur join later. Timing and positioning, it is very, very important in anything you do. So congratulations that you are part of this community at this early stage. Now, let me go straight to the slide now. As we can see, this is Sajima Froji, and this is the brain behind what? The MMM. He's late now, but he has the team that they are working for him, and they are in Ukraine and Russia right now. Now, attention, first of all, make sure to read the warning. This is where I'm going. And this is part of the reason why I so much love this community. Why? Because it has what we call rules. But all this investment that we have been doing, they will be promising heaven and earth. There is sustainability. It is 100% sure. You can never lose your money. Within 2-3 months, your money is gone. But this one, they have what we call rules. And what are the rules? Just take your time to read, but I'm going to summarize all this. They are trying to tell us that MMM, it is not a bank. It is not an investment company. No. There is no central account. I could remember then, MMM has taken my money away. Did you pay to MMM? You paid to your fellow participants. Then, so MMM doesn't have any central account. So this community is what? Community for helpers. We are helping one another. If you provide help today, tomorrow you will also get help. Simple. And if we can follow all these rules sincerely, this community can last so many years if we can follow the rules. If not for the factors, some factors, maybe government factors, break factors, 2016, MMM should have been continued then, should have lasted even more than 2016. That's just the truth. So what I'm trying to say is that it has what we call rules. And it's telling you that if you want to participate in this community, you must use your spare money, because risk is what is involved. You are not investing, you are just help. You are just rendering help. And tomorrow, you are going to get help as well. So if you want to participate in this community, make sure you use your spare money. The truth is, there is no spare money anywhere, unless we are what? We are deceiving one another. There is no spare money anywhere. But use money that you believe it cannot affect you. Let me use that language. Use money you can use that it cannot affect you, unless you want to take a big risk. That is just the truth. So I've talked about the warning. Now the next one is what we call MMM revolution. Now, why MMM is revolutionized now, I am going to tell you. And this community, it is a what? It is a global community. We have so many countries that is participating in what? In this community. Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa. Even the person that told me about this community, that was 27th of last month. The guy was from South Africa. Yes. But I later joined Team Nigeria. So it's a global community, and we are using different currency to do it. We can use cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, like a USDT, like BNB. You can use it. And if you want to use Naira, if you are in Nigeria, you can also participate with Naira. And if you are in South Africa, maybe Ghana or Indonesia, mention it, Philippines, you can also use their currency, is on the platform. Now, the innovation of MMM revolution. Now, what makes this one to be unique or to be different from the one we did 2016? And what is going to make this one more sustained than 2016 home? I am going to tell you. Number one is the security aspect of this website. The security is what is just too much. Fine, some people are even complaining about registration, that the registration is hard. If you do not have good data or subscription or internet, you won't be able to complete your registration. It was because of the security put in place on that website, so that all these hackers, they won't be able to penetrate, so that all these copycats, they won't be able to what? Copy the website. That's number one. Number two is what we call, they have done a work in such a way that there won't be what we call fake PH. I know some old members, or those that have done MMM before, we understand that terms PH, fake PH. I could remember in 2016, there are some set of people that they gather themselves together. They call themselves anti-MMM because they don't really understand the ideology of MMM. Or let me say, they don't want people to be free financially. Yes, we have them in Nigeria here. So what they did then in 2016 is that they gathered themselves together and they begin to PH millions of naira in MMM then. Imagine if 3,000 people PH 1 million naira in the community, and at a point for them to pay and they did not pay. What do you think is going to happen? Automatically, that's the end of the word of the community. So in this innovation, or let me say in this revolution, they have done it in such a way that there will be fake what? PH, which is fantastic. So you have to commit yourself before your PH can be what? Can be active or can be recognized on the system or on the community rather. So that's the second revolution aspect of it. And the last one is what we call the withdrawal aspect of it. Nobody can make this company. Nobody can be exploiting this community rather. Why? Because I could remember in 2016, because I have some leaders that participated in 2016. They will be telling me that, Mr. Akwe, I am withdrawing 1 million naira every day, or I'm withdrawing 500,000 naira every day. and that participant or that guider then only PH probably 20,000 naira into the system. Can you imagine? And you are withdrawing that kind of money virtually every day, which means you are making the community. You are taking advantage of the community. And you have done the work for the community, but at the same time, you are also taking advantage of it. And also because you PH very small amount of money. But in this revolution, it is not like that. Yes, because number one, the maximum you can withdraw is just 200% of your PH. I am going to explain that when I get to that place. So with all this that I've mentioned, sincerely with this system or this community is going to go a very long way. That's just the truth. And we have a good management. They are ready. They are giving their best to do what? To the community. And they are very, very sincere with transparency. Now, how does MMM revolution work? Kindly mute yourself, please. All right. How does MMM revolution works? Now, I'm not going to read this, but I'm going to be practical so that you can easily understand how it works, especially for those that are just joining us. Now, let me be practical. I heard about MMM probably today, or let me use 1st of the month. Yes, on the 1st of the month. And I say, okay, I am interested. I want to PH 100,000 naira to the community. PH means provide help. And I PH 100,000 naira to the community. Now, that 100,000 naira that I PH into the community is a must for me to pay what we call 10% activation MAFRO. Now, I have PH 100,000 naira into the system. Now, we have those that we call trusted guider. And at the same time, you can meet the person that introduced you, which is your guider, that you need what we call activation MAFRO. Now, immediately you get the person that wants to set the activation MAFRO for you. What you're going to do is that 10% of the amount that you have PH, which is 10,000 naira, now you're going to send to that guider's account, and it's going to request for your email address, and it's going to send that 10,000 naira into your MMM account, and it's going to put you through on how you're going to use it to activate your MAFRO. Because if you did not pay that 10%, your PH of 100,000 naira is what? Is useless. It's not recognized on the system until you pay 10%. And once you pay 10%, from that day, your MAFRO will begin to grow 11%. So which means after 24 hours, your MAFRO will be giving you 1,000 naira. Which is what? 1% of 100,000 naira. Now, the system now says that you are paying your PH in 3 batches. You have already paid 10%. So on the 28th day, on the 20th day, you are going to pay 40% of that your PH, which is what? 40,000 naira. But at that point, they are going to bring the person, the participant, that are going to pay the money to. It's only your first 10% you are using activation MAFRO to activate. So once you pay that person and the person confirmed you are good to go. So on the 25th day, which is 5 days after you have paid your 40%, you are going to pay your remaining 50%, which is 50,000 naira. So from on the 28th day, which is 3rd day that you have paid your 50%, your MAFRO will be what? Will be open to debts, to GH. And as at that time, it will have grown, probably giving you 28% or 30%. So you can leave it to 30 days so that you can get what? 30%. So from then, you will now what? You now get help. After getting help, probably within 24 hours, they will bring the person that is going to pay the money to you. So that is how it was. So which means that your money is still with you till 25th day. So your total money is out for just 5 days, which is fantastic. And they have even made it easier that you are paying in what? In 3 batches. So it is just fantastic. Now, that is how it basically works. I hope everybody understand. Now, we have what we call general system rules for what? For MMM. Though I've already explained this, if you read what they put here, they're just trying to explain the activation Mavro here, which is 10%, and also they are explaining the 3 stages. I mean, these 3 batches that I just explained. That is what they are explaining here. Now, in this program or in this community, we don't have what we call recommitment. As you can see in this first column, we don't have what we call recommitment. So after GHing your 30%, if you are no longer interested in the community, you are good to go. And if you still want to participate with any amount again, either higher than 100,000 that I've done or less than 100,000 naira. As you can see, 1% Mavro growth every day, which will give 30% in what? In 30 days. Now, in this green, this one is talking about 3% registration bonus. So if you are joining the community for the first time, the system or the community is giving you 3% of your PH. So which means if you do 100,000 naira, the system will give you is going to give you 3,000 naira as what? Registration bonus. And it's just one time for the new registration. So that is that about that. So I've already explained this too, that after 28 days, your Mavro will be released. So you can decide to withdraw on the 28 days, or you leave it to 30 days so that you can get your complete 30%. So that is that about that. Also, now, we also have, before I explain direct referral bonus and the Guider bonus, we also have what we call, I want to talk about it first. We have what we call web task. I'm trying to look for it. We have what we call web task. Now, this web task, it is not a must. It is not what? Compulsory. Because some people, they are not getting it. They believe it's compulsory. It is not compulsory. That 30%, that one is what? That one is starting for you every day, 1%. But this web task, if you want to make additional money, you are going to be doing it every day on your Facebook. So, and this one gives you 0.67% every day. So, which means for 30 days, if you can do it consecutively for the next 30 days, you did not miss any of the day, you are sure of getting 20% from this web task, which is going to make 50%. You understand? But if you do 15 days from that 30 days, automatically that's an additional 10%. So it depends on the number of days that you do for the web task you will get. Just multiply it, 0.67% of your PH times the number of days that you have done the web task. So that is how it goes. So we have the video on how to do the web task as well. So now let me go back to direct bonus. Sorry, I've even passed. Now let me go back to the direct bonus. Now we have the direct referral bonus. Now this one is very simple. Anytime you refer anybody to the community, you are getting 10% of that person's PH. So if you refer anybody and the person PH, probably assuming the person PH 100,000 naira, and immediately the person pay 10% activation Mavro. So automatically your the community is going to give you 10%, which is what? 10,000 naira. But until the person pay the whole 100%, the whole 100, so which is after 25 days, the person has paid the whole 100%. Now you will be able to what? To GH the what? The referral bonus. Because some people are asking me. So it's until the person pay the 100%. I can refer as many as possible. That is that like that. Now the next one is what we call Guider bonus. I will just encourage you here. You must become a guider in this community because this is where the real money is. Yes, this is what we call the residual income, that you have a system that is generating the real money for you. And you know, this one is gradually, it will be building, it will be building, it will be building. So before you know, you can be getting millions of naira from this when you build it to some levels, which I'm going to explain now. So which means if you are running me now, you are fortunate to be part of this community at this early stage. And I will advise you to what? To also build the community so that you can benefit from this guider bonus. Now, this one, if you want to, number one thing is that, how can I become a guider? Now, for you to become a guider, as you can see here, you need 20 direct downlines. So once you have 20 direct downlines, that they have paid their 10% activation marvel, automatically you will become a guider. So just connect with your guider. So once you connect with your guider, that you have gotten 20 direct participants, so it's going to recommend you for the management. They're going to check your account if you have qualified to be a guider. And once they notice that, they are going to change your dashboard to guider dashboard, because guider dashboard is different from participants dashboard. So we have the 10K guider, we have the 100K guider, we have the 1000K guider, we have the 1 million K guider. Like some of my leader now, some have been qualified, some have already qualified for the 100K guider. And once they become 1000K guider, they have automatically qualified for the Cape Town events. Cape Town conference, I think is going to happen January next year. It's going to be powerful. This MMM is going to make history again. I am telling you the facts. So if you're in this Zoom, don't use levity hands to take this opportunity. Take it serious. And very soon, unusual testimony is going to be coming out. That's also a fact. So once you become a guider, the benefits are, apart from you getting 10% from your direct bonus, you will now be getting 5% from all your team members that you are guiding. 5% of their PH from all the members you are guiding. But once you also have the guider under you, you understand, you will not be getting 5% again. You will now be getting this percentage based on the level those people are at to you, which is what, 3%, 1%, 0.5%, 0. So like that. So that money is like a drop of water. When they come together, they become what? They become an ocean. So that is how it is. So as at now, we have not even started Guider'S school. You understand? Like me, I've not done MMM before. I don't even know how that Guider'S school used to be. I was just curious that, okay, let it happen. I want to see what will happen in Guider'S school. So MMM community is a great community. I am so happy personally to be part of this great community. So the last aspect of it is what we call the withdrawal. And like I told you, this is part of the sustainability, because no one can be exploiting this community. How? Now let me be practical again. Like me now, I'm going to use myself as a case study, and I'm going to be practical. Now, if for instance, I join the community now, probably with 10,000 naira, and I begin to refer people, and maybe after referring people, my referral bonus now turned to, and guider bonus, everything together now turned to what? 100,000 naira. And note, I only PH 10,000 naira. So the maximum that I can withdraw, despite the fact that I'm having 100,000 naira as my bonus, is what? 20,000 naira. So which means, and I can get 150% on my PH if I've done my web task very well. Automatically, I will get 20% of web task, and I will get 30% of Marvel, which is 150. Automatically, I am sure of getting 15,000 naira at the end of 30 days. So because I am now a guy that have accumulated referral bonus, the only money that I can withdraw from that referral and guider bonus is just 5,000 naira. The remaining 95,000 naira will be there. Yes, because the maximum I can withdraw is just 200% of my pH. So if I want to withdraw the whole money, I have to pH more. So I can also, okay, next month, let me pH probably 100,000 naira. So I can be withdrawing better money. So by my next pH, I will just pH 100,000 naira. So that pH can take me to withdraw 200,000 naira, which is very, very good. He's only a greedy guider or greedy leader that will say, no, we don't want it like that. Me, I am after the sustainability of this community. So which I so much love very well. I wish we can be doing MMM the next 2 years. The next 3 years is going to be fantastic, which I believe is going to be like that because we have a good management and they are ready to give their best to the community. So I think I'm done with the presentation tonight. So also, we also have, hey, let me add this to it because it was yesterday I got to know about it. And I still believe some people don't know. There is something we call letter of appreciation or letter of, I don't know, Guider, gonna kindly remind me, I've forgotten that. Letter of happiness. Sorry, letter of happiness. I remember. Now, it's a month because it was a day before yesterday, yes, that we started.
Of happiness.
Yes, letter of happiness. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it was day before yesterday, activities started because since on the 1st of this month, we have just been crossing our hands. No activities on the system. We are just telling people about this community. It was 3 days ago, activities started. Merging begin to emerge, which means people begin to pH 40%, people begin to GH, and like that. So after you GH, I mean you get help in the community and you confirm your get help, is a must for you to write letter of what? Letter of happiness. And you will see it on your dashboard. Just click on it. Even the description on how to write it is there. It is very simple. Hi, Samuel. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a guider. I just received help of probably 40,000 naira on the 30th of the month. I am so happy. Blah, blah, blah. That is it. But before you do that, make sure you screenshot your page. So that when you screenshot your page, you will now attach that screenshot to that letter and you send it. And within 24 hours, they are going to approve your letter of happiness. So that is that about that. So our time is fast spent. So I would like to just put a stop to it here so that if we have anybody that have 1 or 2 questions, or if Guider Ogona or Wet Code or Fansties, they have 1 or 2 things to add before we begin to entertain what we call questions. So please, leaders in the building, Guider in the buildings, if you have 1 or 2 things to say, you understand, you can kindly raise up your hands. And also, if you are a participant, you are new to the system, you can raise your hands up so that I can give rooms for what? For questions. So I think at this point, I am going to give rooms for questions. So if you have questions, I am even trying to so if you have questions, kindly, okay, Henry Undoka. So kindly, okay, you can keep the ball rolling now. Kindly speak.
All right, thank you so much. I quite appreciate the seminar. God bless you. This is the first time I am joining this meeting. I appreciate it. I have a question. I've seen the much benefits and percentages that will be provided to people and then to guiders. My question is, apart from the pH people will be pledging, is there any other way the community makes money, as in to settle those bonuses and rewards? What are other ways the community makes money? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that questions. Now, during the course of my presentation, I cited it loud and clear that this is a community, and in this community, we are not doing any business. we are not doing any investment. It's a community of helpers. That's just the truth. And we have what we call warnings. So in this community, what we are just doing is that we are helping one another. Now, if you are coming as a participant, the maximum you can earn in a month or you can receive as an help is just 30%, or let me say 50% if you completed your web task. But if you decide, okay, you want to promote this community so that a lot of people can be free financially, that is what we call reward for you. That is where what we call Guider bonus and referral bonus comes in. So it is in this community that Guider'S is being rewarded, not that we have businesses we are doing. So that is it. It's just the community of helpers. And the more you do to the community, the better for you. I think my able Guider has a lot to say to this question. So Guider Oguna, kindly unmute yourself and speak to this. You are welcome, sir.
All right. I want to appreciate you for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, regarding the question of the last person asked, this MMN revolution is a Marvel surrogate ideology, and it's a mathematics genius, because this question have arose a lot of time in the community. Apart from helping each other, the truth is that in Guider'S school, when you attend Guider'S school, there's a topic called financial injustice of the world. You know, this the Marvel surrogates believe that, late Marvel surrogates believe that the economic of the world can go around to everybody. The economy of the world can go around for everybody. So there's a video in Guider'S school where you watch that Mr. A have $100 and he want to buy a bicycle. Then he needed $20 extra to buy a bicycle. So what does he do? He came to the community, used his $100 and help someone that need help. At the end of the month, the community reward him with $130. So now he can go and buy his bicycle. So these are just injustice and financial injustice we have in the world. So the community, apart from helping each other, there's nothing else the community do. But the community, when you start participating in this community, you discover that the finances is able to go around to everybody. Because when you help Mr. A, Mr. B will help you. Okay, so that's how the community generates fund. Okay, and there's no central account anywhere. So the community generate fund. That's why we have web tasks, we have promotion, online promotion. We also have offline promotion. So we do massive recruitment. Okay, so that's just it. And you might be saying, oh, what if I help and people stop coming? because this is as idea of Marvel Gate. So the help there is just much. Okay. So I would like to leave it there. Thank you. I hope you understand I hope I've answered your question right now. Maybe. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Guider Oguna. Like I said during the course of my presentation, and I am also new to this community, but why me personally, I appreciated this community. It was because of the sincerity, because of the rules that is in the community. And I've discovered that all these investment that we have been doing in the past, sincerely, MMM is far better than them. Even at a point, there is this platform that claims that, okay, your money will be in your Binance, your money will be on broker. At the end of the day, they are still losing our money. Sincerely, all this robot they are using is still losing our money. So at the point, I was like, what am I going to do in online? So to me, online business, sustainability is not in my own dictionary. That's just the truth. So I think, Henry Udoka, you still have one or two things to say. You can unmute yourself if you are one of you are welcome, sir.
All right, thank you so much. I am at home with the answers. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right, sir. So Akpos, do you want to say something or you just mute yourself? Because I can see your mic that your mic is on. Okay. Fancy. Okay, Guider Oguna, I think you still want to say one or two things again. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. This is a great opportunity for all of us. In case you are in this meeting for the first time, this is a great opportunity. MMA Revolution is a great opportunity. Is a great invention, a great innovation. Like in 2014, 2015, 2016, there was nothing like activation macro. There's nothing like activation macro. So and these are one of the things that creates panic in the system. Number one, people were providing excess help. Number two, there was no control in the help provided. So this new innovation, whereby the admin now introduce an activation macro, what does it do? It sets a control. It sets a control because you cannot just provide help. Because once you provide help without activating the macro, number one, your macro will not grow. Number two, you cannot perform a weight tax. So anybody that came to the system, register 100 accounts, register 200 accounts to harm the community, harm the participants, you end up wasting your own energy. And then two, if you buy activation macro to create a problem, because at the end of the day, your account will be blocked and you also lost your money. So activation macro is very, very important. Like some of the old leaders I've spoken with, some of the old leaders, I've spoken about 10 leaders. They say, why activation macro? I told them if late macro surrogate is alive, he must be forced to implement activation macro because he's a genius. He must surely do it because you will not understand or fully get the understanding of activation macro. Like when some of my downline, about 10 of them, receive a storage form, I was so surprised. Within 24 hours, they were all paid. There's no system in the world I've seen that does something like that. During 24 hours, all my downline were all paid. So I just said to myself, this is the power of activation macro. Anybody that pays 10% will take his account serious. If you pay 10% and you cannot take your account serious, I'm not sure there's anything you can take serious again in this world. Because anybody that pays 10% take account serious, and then I've checked in all the group, I've checked with admin communication. There's no complaint like fake proof of payment. So this is a great system. It's a great opportunity. If somebody have invited you, just contact that person and get his reference link and register and become a part of a large system bigger than you, system that you can't even say, okay, I'm expressing a shock whereby it's a crowd form. What if there's a less crowd? In this system, there can never be a less crowd. It's always be overcrowd. It's always be overcrowd. Okay, so I just want to leave it here in case anybody have more questions, then we can do more discussion. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, my able Guider Oguna. You are just too much. Akpo, if you want to say anything, or you please mute yourself.
Hello. Good day, everyone.
Yeah, good day to you, sir.
Yes. I want to say something concerning about this web chat.
Okay.
I'm facing a serious difficulties because all my downlines that are providing them, I want to begin to be doing their websites according to what I've told them that MML Revolution is working 50% per month. And whosoever I registered as PAs, every day I want to do their web task successfully. But the thing is very difficult for me to do. And I want those that can communicate with administration, they should do this thing that whosoever that have 100 phones, like a Techno Spark 90, all those kind of 100 phones, they should allow all for us to be doing it very easy for us to be doing the web tasks now. Because facing the problem for me, it's too hard. I don't know. The thing is very hard for me. I don't know what to do for the web task.
All right, sir. All right, Akpos.
Yes.
I understand your your plight. It's not only you, sir. It's almost everybody
Please,
that will affected.
I'm speaking seriously.
Wait. I know Guider Oguna is going to say something about this. I can see Fanstis. They want to say something about this. But let me first see my own. So I will not allow you guys to say, Akpos, kindly mute yourself and you hear me. Then you hear my Guiders as well. Please mute yourself. Now, personally, me myself, I'm doing for 3 accounts. And I'm using only one Facebook account to do for 3 accounts. But at a point, I discovered that I am unable to paste again. The URL, I'm unable to paste it again. I was like, I quickly ran to Guider Oguna because he has been there for me. I don't used to even disturb my upline. It's only Oguna I used to disturb. So I called him immediately. That this is what I'm experiencing. He was like telling me that he's not facing such in his own site. I think he's not using Android phone. I don't know. Because do that they are using maybe iPhone or other type of phones, they are not experiencing such. It's we that we are using Android phone. So it was like, okay, send the details to me. Let me do it for you. So he did it for me because I trusted him so much. Please mute yourself, please. The noise
just try to mute your mic, please.
Now, so he later now told me that I can be doing it myself. So he now sent me a particular app that is called Gbot. So that one has
mute your mic. Appose, please mute your mic.
Please, let's just leave him alone. So now that Gbot, you can easily download it on what we call a Play Store. So that one has what we call auto paste.
Mr. Okwe, you have muted yourself. We can't hear you. Mr. Okwe, you are muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Now, like I'm saying, so at a point, I now discovered that they are rejecting 2 of my words of the web tags that I've done. So immediately, I went to the page, the reports of the web task, and I was told there when you click on reject, they are going to tell you the reason why your web task has been rejected. So I was told that I am using one account. You understand? For I'm using one Facebook account for multiple web tasks. That was why my web task was rejected. So another person was telling me that the reason they put there was that because some people are using all these short links. Yes, because you can easily change those long URL. You can shorten it. Some people are saying that when they click on it, it will show them that wrong URL, that the URL is incorrect. And when you click on it, it now takes you back to the page of those websites that has that short link. So if you really want to know the reason why your web task has not been approved, go to that reject, click on it. They will tell you the reason. Now, the aspect of pasting, because I know some people are still having difficulty in that. Now, it was because of the security purpose. That was what I was told, that they have made sure that the website is so secure that even you cannot copy on that website. So that was why they put it like that. But the scope we are using for those that are using Android, go and just download Gboard. It is very simple. So once you download Gbox, you are good to go. That is that about that. So at this point, let me quickly give my able guider Oguna to also talk about that. You are welcome, sir. Guider Oguna.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sometimes, because I know that our leader here, MMA Revolution, we not make it easy for our boss, because I know he's going to say something right now. I know that he's planning what he will say. See, as a guider in the community, you have responsibility. There are things that a guider should not do. I hear what I'm saying. That is a guider should not do, because when you start doing those things, you create a job for yourself. Because once a guider starts doing a web task for people, the excess for web tasks has been dissolved, because we are no longer achieving the goal. Essence of web tasks is to create awareness in the community. And number one, you create awareness in the community. Number two, you grow your structure. And as you are growing your structure, you are being paid for it. So each person should be able to do their own web tasks, and with their own Facebook account, because some people in that Facebook account know that person, whether indirect or indirectly, they know that person. And each person will to do their own web tasks to create a recruitment. So once a guider takes away this opportunity from participants, then we are not doing any guider job. Because as a guider, you cannot come to Zoom group and say that you are doing it for your people. That is actually wrong. That's actually wrong, because some of them have better phone than you do. You are here complain that you have a techno phone, while some of those on that line have an iPhone, have a Samsung phone that can do this task without any issue. But you created a job that nobody give you. Number two, you undermined web tasks. If this is an exam right now, your script is supposed to be thrown out of the hall, because I'm not just happy seeing a guy that coming to a Zoom meeting say that he's doing web tasks for all his downline because he has already promised them 50%. No, things are not done that way. They're not that way. This your downline has to be taught how to do web tasks. That will be taught how to do web tasks. And these are one of the problems, because I wrote a support. They said that some people are using one account. You can imagine a guy that will use one Facebook to do 50 web tasks. Is that not an abuse? It's just an abuse. So this is not accepted. This cannot be compromised. I hear what I'm saying. So open a WhatsApp group. You can add me to that group. We create a seminar in that group. I will teach them how to do web tasks. Let them start facing, because essence of web tasks is recruitment. If we are not recruiting during web tasks, then the excess is of no need. That means you should just give us 50% and remove the web tasks completely. Yeah, I remove it completely. So don't come to Zoom group and say that you are doing web tasks for your people, because these are the issues. These are the issues that undermine the community and create a problem, a future problem that you cannot even solve. So each guider should take it serious. You are receiving a guider bonus. Open a WhatsApp group. Do a seminar for them. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Do a seminar for your people. Do a seminar for them. If you can't do it, I'll be to that group. I will do the seminar. I will teach them how to do web tasks. I will send videos. I'm going to send app. I'm going to send. Some of them are even more intelligent than you. That is just here talking. Try to kill yourself. Somebody will call you and put pressure on you, unnecessary pressure. Some of them are better than you. So allow them. The essence of web tasks is to grow the community and grow their structure. And as they are growing the community, they are being paid for it. It's like me now, I will start a shop. I start a supermarket shop, and by cleaning my shop and maintaining my shop, government is paying me for that. That is what admin is being paid for. So there's a reason for web tax. There's a reason for web tax. So of course, I'm just going to leave it at this level. I'm not going to solve the problem here. This statement should not be made in this Zoom meeting. It's not accepted. It's not allowed. You are undermining the community. So I don't think this is accepted here. You as a guider, I don't think it's accepted, and I don't think we leaders should accept this statement. You leaders should accept statement. You say that you have multiple you want Facebook for multiple accounts. No, it's not accepted at all. Open a WhatsApp group. You have my number. Add me there. Let's start a seminar for these people. So let's reduce this load from your head. Let's reduce this load from your head. If they can learn how to make payments. I remember in 2014, I didn't know how to upload. I go to Cyber Cafe. So I go to Cyber Cafe. They will scan my teller. They will scan my teller at that time, 2014. They will scan my teller. After scanning it, the Cyber Cafe people will not use their hand and upload it for me. You know, but gradually, I learn it. Gradually, by talking to some leader, they show me how to do it. Okay, so these people should not depend on you and create unnecessary pressure for you. Okay, I think we can continue with other questions in the meeting. And whatever that question, let him say. But that's not it's not accepted. It's not accepted.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. So I know our leader, MMM Revolution, is going to have one or two things to say to also add to what we've been saying so far. So now, today, let me tell you one experience I had today. I met somebody today. I was trying to tell him about the community of MMM. So I tried to explain to a point of web task. So when I got to web task, I explained to him. He was like, okay, me, I cannot be doing that. Can you be doing it for me? I said, no, I cannot be doing it for you. But just stick with your 30%, which means that web task, leave it. And he agreed. So which means if you know your downlines or your team members cannot do the web task, just tell them 30%. So what I used to say is up to 50%, but 30% is sure. But if you can do web task, you make more than 30%. So I think we should be preaching the community like that, so that we will not be misleading or saying what is not the ideology of this community. So that is that ACPOS. So once again, thank you so much, Guider Oguna, for that explanation and clarification. Okay, ACPOS, do you want to say one or two things again?
Yes, I want to say one or two things now. I heard what my leader saying about the web task, and my aim for me to be getting more participants. I've been telling them 60% per month too. But from today, I want to tell them it's 30% per month, because I'm not going to do their tax, because I just won't like to do their tax for them to benefit that 50%. That's what I'm doing before. But from today, I'm going to tell them it's 30% per month. I will not going to force myself into their tax. Let me focus on my own web tab. Yes.
Exactly. Same thing with me.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the understanding. Yeah, Lord Caliph, you're highly welcome, sir. I can see your hands up. Kindly unmute yourself and keep the ball rolling, sir. Lord Caliph, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
It's good to be here. I've been in the background.
This your network is not good.
Most times I go out and come in, maybe because of the network from my own end.
Lord Caliph, cannot hear you.
Your network is very bad.
My network is trying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can barely hear you. I think
Can you hear
I'm
me?
going.
I can hear you. Very bad. Okay.
Look
Just
at, please, we cannot hear you. Please, you can try and
Maybe
when you're
let
talking.
him type his message. Let him type his
Can you hear
question.
me? Yeah.
Listen, your network is bad. Maybe you type the question. The network is very bad. It's breaking.
Yeah, fast. Okay, let's Faj. F-A-J.
Okay.
F-A-J. Please unmute yourself and speak. F-A-J.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, sir.
Good evening. Can you hear me very well?
Yeah, loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, thank you. What I want to talk about is the web start is very easy to do. If anybody is facing difficulty about this web start, I think it's to consult one of the guidance to put in through, because I see it as most very simple thing to do for me. When I sign in through Google, sign my Facebook through Google, immediately I do the necessary thing, just copy the link post. I see it as very simple thing. Then my own advice for all the Guider in the house is that all the participants, the Guider, all the members in the house is that don't let us be too anxious of downline.
Exactly.
Because so far we are too anxious of the downline. That's why we've been saying 50%, 0%. And that is causing another issue. Because when the time to gauge reach, they will ask you that, but you said this is 50% now. But at the beginning of our write-up, like my write-up now at the beginning, I specified there 30%. If you like the web tax is 20%. So it's very easy. Let all participants know that the normal percentage is 30%. The web tax is 20%. So from there, they will understand the two, because there's some, like two of my downline today now. I told them that there is web tax, something, all this thing. And they asked me about the web tax. If they want to build the website, they have to be marketing the program through their Facebook. They say, exactly. I cannot do that though. So you see, they say, I cannot do that though. I don't want people to know that. But the 30%, they said I'm okay. Two of them say I'm okay with 30%. It's okay. So that's just it. Don't let us be too anxious. The only thing we give our downline is confidence that this system is like one of my downline now. She has already paid 10%. She paid 50K. She paid 10%, and they asked her to pay 40%. I call her that the time is going. What is happening? He now chat me tonight that he's afraid. I say, don't be afraid. This system is stable. We have studied it, and the other admin that is there, they are all sincere. I have some downline that have GH. Some have paid 40%. Like one my downline paid 40% yesterday, and immediately they merge him. I show him the account screenshot. So the system is moving. And I told her that even if you pay 40%, likely they might match you to receive some amount. So after them, she now paid. She now said she has paid. Upload. That's just it. Don't let be too anxious of the participant. By the time you're anxious of the participant, you'll be promising heaven and earth. Just let them know the ideology. This is how things is working. This is procedure. Follow it. Use your spare money. Don't use your. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that contribution, sir. Yeah, Fancies, you are welcome, sir. Kindly make it short, brief, and comprehensive. You are welcome, sir.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Welcome.
I really appreciate what you guys have been doing so far. I just want to comment on what Apostle said about these helping downlines on
web
web tab. Yeah, let me say, firstly, Apple's has even against the rules of the system by even upping down lines. I think the way, let me say, the reason why the web tax is there is for everybody and is for promotion. It is the simplest way to go on promotions. Let's assume that you open a Facebook account. You are using a single Facebook account for roughly 20 people. That means you are promoting on your own, on your, let me say on your own. It's not helping the system and you are not helping those downlines. One thing we should work on is let everybody try to work on his own downline. Probably you are a guardian, let another person work for himself to be a guardian. You can only assist him or her in one way and the other. Either maybe having issues of uploading, or I even prefer you to be telling them what they're supposed to do. Don't even, like now, there are some things that is very against the rule of the system, which is paying, like some downlines we say that, okay, let me send money to your account. It's, let me say, it's your own risk. Assuming you say the system is well, it's very healthy, and a negative things later happens to the system, you know that you have already put yourself in a trouble. This is the simplest way. You can be managing some different accounts for downline, but when it comes to the issues of making payments, you can even send a screenshot of the account of such person will make a payment to, that such a person should go and make the payment and give you the slip to upload. You understand? Instead of you to collect all these persons should pay to your account, you should help him pay directly to the account. That's not the ideology of online business. You understand? You can only teach them. Teach them. It's not the matter. You understand? You know, many people will say that I don't have a time. I don't have a time. You understand? But they have another time to do another thing. The platform we are on, which is Corporations, have a freedom time for people. Like now, maybe you have gone in there. You left home since morning. You left home since morning. Probably you have a midnight. Maybe you came late at the night. You have a midnight, you have a night, you still have another times to do whatever you want to do. And probably you can sit down in the car, be doing pressing phone. Is a fast something that you can do between maybe a minute or 5 minutes and submit. You understand? So instead of you to be saying that you are helping downline, is against the system, is against the rules of the system. Assisting downlines, you are not helping them. Let's teach them what they're supposed to do. Like now, have some downlines. There is a woman under me planning to get a guardian rank. You understand? The woman is working harder to get about along the line. There is a stage where the lady will be like email notifications and adding of accounts. I do tell them I will go to my own PO, I will screenshot and using a arrow for her to be doing it instead of me to be helping her in my own PO or collecting her details like email and password to do it on my own side. I will teach her what she's supposed to do and she will get it. You understand? That is the way of you are not helping them. That is the way. Let us teach them what they're supposed to do. Web tags, the reason why the web tags is for everybody. You understand? Let me promote with my own Facebook account. Let another person promote. You understand? By the time we like 500 promote with different Facebook accounts, I believe many people will familiar and know what M3 is all about. That is all what I just have. Thank you, Mr. Okwari. You can fire on.
Oh, thank you, Fanstace. You have spoken well. MMM Revolution set to round up meeting. So you can just notify me, sir, when you are ready to round up the meeting. I know you're going to have a lot to say and also to add to all that we've been discussing so far. Now I can see the hand of Joe Batista. Please make it brief. You understand your contribution or your question. Thank you so much, Joe Batista.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good evening, all.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, and please, we are all in the same spirit of making this system to last for all of us. And from my own experience, I've been in this system since 2016, 2017, 2019, and 2022. And I've seen the ups and the downs in MMM. And there are some innovation they did then that worked and some didn't work. But this particular one, now I've seen so many things that will work. But one particular thing they remove from the system, which I will want them to explain why or how they are going to do it. And that is recommitment. They have arrested the issue of Guider'S siphoning bonuses from the system, but they have forgotten that participants can also siphon from the system. Without recommitment, somebody that will PH 1 million naira will later have 1.3 million. And because there is no recommitment, that person will end up PHing maybe the next time 10,000. How will the system go well if we all collect from the system and when we want to re-PH, we PH little? Please, I will want very genuine clarification on this recommitment matter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. The truth is, at the point, I didn't hear you, but I know Guider'S is. I can see so many hands up, but please, let me just give Guider'S, you understand, to talk. MMM revolution, you are going to cap everything. Just be noting all.
Yes,
each of
before our leader, you come and say something. Let me just say something.
All right.
I'm going to start with the disadvantage of recommitment. Recommitment has its own disadvantage. One of the disadvantage of recommitment is that it puts pressure on participants. It puts pressure on participants. It makes it a force for you to PH, even when you don't want. It makes it a force for PH. This is what admin they have come together to agree that this is not one of the idea of so Margaret, because even I myself that is talking, I made this suggestion to this support that why don't we have recommitment in this system? But I made this suggestion up to 5 times that recommitment should be a must for a system to sustain. They say no. That number one, it puts a force, it puts pressure on participants. Number 2, it creates police. Number 3, it creates a weakness for admin to collect money from the system. I get what I'm saying? Because me and you now, we are not seeing the back end. Admin are seeing the back end. They know how much that come into the system and how much that is going out. That the participant money is enough to go around. That whether I like it or don't like, these are the calculations that late Margaret have when he brought the system. Because we are not seeing that end of the admin. We are not seeing that end of the support. We are only seeing the front end. We are not seeing that end. We only see the front end. So when you see something in the front, you are not seeing the back. You cannot make a conclusion. You need somebody that is seeing the band. They said to me that Mr. Ogonna, that the money in the system is enough to go down. Anybody that want to pull out, let them pull out. That this system cannot go down. And number 2, this system is not being powered by participants. It's powered by Guider'S. As long as the Guider'S, they want more money, they will put more money. I say, wow. Because once somebody bring innovation that want to work, I allow the person to exploit his reasons. You hear what I'm saying? So in case there's a need for recommitment. In case there's a need for recommitment, I'm not saying that admin has not created a space for it. In case there's a need, maybe money went down, maybe we have to do the commitment. But with their genuine reason, they gave me 3 reasons. Number 1, he put pressure on the participants. Number 2, he make a participant to do what they don't want to do. Number 3, he create a room for admin to take from the system. Well, as long as they made that 3 point to me, I withdraw my support for the commitment. I hear what I'm saying. So the system is safe. Stop putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. Just enjoy what admin has. If anybody wants to come and go with 2 million, 3 million, you forget that this is spare money. And that money that you are providing for somebody, that money you are paying to somebody is giving the person happiness. There is no way somebody will receive. Do you know that since we started receiving, my structure has moved to 40%. My structure increased by 40%. If I tell you this thing, you will not agree with me. I know the number I have. I was telling one of our guys that this evening that my structure, in fact, the amount bonus I have multiplied by ×2, we started receiving. So as people are receiving, they are recruiting. They are recruiting by excitement. They are recruiting by shouting. So the system is sustained. So you don't need to trouble yourself because you have been in the system. You know the system very well. You know the weaknesses and advantage. When you write to support, when you start writing support to make suggestion for them, you get the reply that I got, and you also look at it. Wow. Actually, I'm not seeing the back end. If there's a need for a commitment, it will be implemented. But I do say that with the calculation of late stomach growth, the calculation is perfect. And this time around, they are opening everything for us. They are doing what we call transparency. They want us to pass December to January, and we will enter a place of exploit. So I'm not a person that will come and incite you. I'm not a person that will tell you what doesn't work. I'll tell you what works. Because since you started receiving, my structure has moved 40%. The finances in my structure has moved to ×2. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So there's nothing to panic about. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll give it to my leader. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody.
I don't know. Thank you so much. Our time is fast spent. Francis, Faj, please. Do you want to contribute to the questions, or you want to the questions of a recommitment? If yes, please let MMM Revolution just complete it. You understand, because our time is far spent. I know MMM Revolution, our host, has a lot to say to this meeting tonight. But my own perspective, the way I'm looking at it, what really makes this community to sustain, to me, is this coming of fake PH and the withdrawal aspects. With these two, sincerely speaking, this community is going to go a very long way. I am a full-time multi-level marketer since 2012. I have never done peer-to-peer before. But with what I'm saying with this community, it is going to go a very long way. So please, Francis, let me just give you very short time, maybe 1 minute, because I can still see your hands up, so that our MMM Revolution is going to cap it. You're welcome, sir.
A little, what I just want to add to what Ogona said about the recommitment issue is, we have already know. Let me just ask the questions, or let me say this. Since 2019, let me say 2015, MMM Nigeria. You understand? If you could see, then there is nothing like recommitment in ideology of MMM. So in 2015 MMM, there is nothing like a recommitment. In 2019 again, there is nothing like recommitment. I could remember vividly that recommitment started by, I think by, is it August or April? Is it August or April 2019? And it was added by MM Corporation. Then when we discover some things is going wrong, then that is why they introduced commitment then. But since then, I can boldly say that I've fallen into many MMM or any recommitment sites. Let me just say that all recommitment sites last is 3 months, 2 months, 3 months. So to the fact that any system having recommitment is a scam. So let's leave a revolution the way it is. And I believe everything will work well, like it has been working, and everything has been changing. People has been texting and people are coming, you understand? So let's leave it like this and let's run a system whereby there is no recommitment and watch again. Let's compare the two together, because since that 2019 that MM corporation has been gone. Since then, that any side that just came in, we brought in recommitment, and others recommitment is a scam. They are not lasting. Last is 2-3 months. So in conclusion, sites that have recommitment is a scam. That's all what I just have.
Thank you so much, sir. So at this point, I'm going to give the Lord Khalif. Okay, you know what, Lord Khalif? Let me give it to MMM Revolution, and it's going to take it up. Maybe it's going to give you an opportunity to speak. So MMM Revolution, I hope you are there. Please unmute yourself, sir, and speak to us.
Can we hear me, please?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. I so much appreciate everyone for the contributions and the questions asking so far, and for everything we have been discussing. I hear clearly but a little because of my network fluctuation. I had to rush down to my base from Oyo town because there was a physical event, a physical seminar, a major physical seminar of MM in Oyo town today, as Oyo town is gradually catching fire. So let me say that we're sorry for starting a bit late, because even I had to start the meeting right from the car on my way at coming. So to set up what I got home takes a bit of time for me. So I could not hear the Q&A. I could not join the Q&A from the beginning, but the little that I was able to get clearly will give answers to that. But I'm still seeing the hand of one of our leader here, Lord Khalif. You will have to make things snappy because of our time, sir. So kindly unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. And let me just go straight to the point. And I tend to want to talk before I continue. Fancy, the word scam means defraud. And whenever you use scam, mind when you use scam. Anybody who brings a project has a plan of coming to either cause a positive change or a negative change for themselves. And in any structure that you see the word recommitment, they've checked it and they see that maybe recommitment is going to hold them for some time before anything can happen. Nothing is permanent, but we always pray for the best to come up. Now, in MMM Revolution, there is no recommitment. Good, it's part of the ideology. There are some things that came to play that is, let me say, deviated from the ideology, but that is not for today. All I just want to say is for Guider'S to be up and doing. I sent a message because maybe my network is not allowing me to talk. Guider'S should be up and doing. Guider'S should have connecting numbers. Guider'S should know the ideology of MMM at heart, not disseminating the wrong information. Telling people what is real, 30% sure if you stay for 30 days, and plus minus you have 50% if you do your web tax. And also, Guider'S should be able to attend to their, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Yes, Guider'S should be able to attend to their downlines. That is most important. Guider'S who have phone numbers that are off, I think those Guider'S should be sanctioned. And for people to call, I know some Guider'S, 2 or 3 Guider'S that POPs were posted due to bank network and monies did not reflect. They started writing, "Don't scam. Why are you dropping fake POP?" No. Number one, in MMM, you have to be patient. Patient is the key word in MMM. It's a donation platform and not an investment where people come to get profit. They get rewarded. That is the word Guider'S should use when disseminating information to participants. You get rewarded 30% and not you get profit. This is a donation platform. God bless all of us. Let me just stop here. More things to say, I'll write it down. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lord Khalif, for that brief and straightforward contribution. I think I got some things straight. I got the part of the web task. I got the part of the commitment. I think I got those two parts clearly, and I'm going to be treating those two. But here is how I will start. I have always been reiterating something on this meeting. You see, the ideology of this community is clear from 2011 till date. This community started in 2011, and I think last week, Monday, I explained the foundation, the very beginning of this community from 2011 till date. You understand? And I explained the mind of Lieutenant Sagi Mavrodi while he was founding the community. We know all this because in 2014, 15, 16, this man took the pain, despite the fact that he cannot speak clear English, though he understands English. Despite the fact that he cannot speak clear English, this man will speak the Philippine language and make sure that someone interprets. Someone will say, what if the interpreter is saying what he likes? No. Zage understands English, just that he cannot speak it fluently, like he will speak his modern language, which is the Philippine language. So this man took pain to explain the ideology and the master plan of this community from the beginning. And it is highly important that every leader, everybody that's going to become a guider will understand the real ideology. That is the purpose of a section of the community called Guider'S School, so that you understand the real and genuine ideology of this community. There are some things that we have seen in the model of the copycats or some other platforms that are not in the ideology of this community. There are some things that were not in the system of 2015, 2019, but are part of the master plan of this ideology, of this community. You see, first, just like Lord Khalif said, this is a community. MMM is a community of financial helpers. I'm sure you understand the position of our mind and our brains. We need to understand. And it is that understanding that will help us to think aright. Then secondly, just like FAJ said, you see, there is no rushing in this community. There is no desperacy in this community. The moment you are doing all those, you are going completely against the ideology of this community. Because you are not in competition with anybody. This is not an investment company. This is not a network marketing company. This is a community of financial helpers. So there's nothing you are rushing about. There is nothing you are rushing against. And it is highly important that every promoters of this, not only Guider'S, every promoters of this community must preach the very right and best ideology of this community, which is clear and straight. Don't forget, you do not promote, you do not say, all in the name of getting downline or getting referrals, you do not say what's not achievable in the community just to get a downline or a referral. So get those things clear. I hope by the time Guider'S School starts in January, and every present Guider has to go through a kind of a makeup class, then we will understand the breakdown of the ideology very well, such that this issue will reduce. You see, let me for the sake of our time, let me go straight to the questions. Someone asked about web task, and we have a Guider who said he's ready to do web task for his participants. You see, there is a reason why the web task is in the master plan of the ideology of this community. Web task is for promotions. Web task is for promotions. And for any reasonable person who knows or is following Lord Khalif will not have any problem with web task. I just cite Lord Khalif as an example. Someone who is following Fancy will not have too much problem with web task, because you have a liberty with web task. Everybody has a liberty with web task. And what's that liberty? You are to draft the content of that advert yourself. The content of that advert yourself. You see, let me give an instance. I have several content for web tasks today. 75% kudos to Lord Khalif. And I did that silently, except if he's hearing me now. I don't think he knows what I'm talking about. That is because I am inside this group, and somehow I found myself in his daily broadcast. And so if you are following Lord Khalif's daily broadcast alone, or you are following his daily post in his group alone, you have all you need for your web task daily. Just copy his daily post and edit out his own link, and put your link, put your WhatsApp group link, and off you go. The only thing you need to add is that thing, which is the hashtag that is provided for you on your account, on the web task section of your account. You understand? And that is what every Guider is supposed to be doing. While teaching your people, your downline, easy. If you have downlines, who do not know how to, if a guy is coming there to say, I have downlines who do not know how to compose content, do not know how to do this, and I want to create numerous content for them. Yes, it's acceptable. It's acceptable that you create content, marketing content, advert content for your downline to promote on their social media, on their Facebook for web task. Yes, it's acceptable. That's your responsibility as a Guider, because your structure is your team. And you are supposed to guide them right, teach them what to do. But you see, there's an adage that says what you don't know, you can't teach. That takes me back to the statement of Lord Khalif, or is it Lord Khalif or Guider Ogona, that said every Guider that did not attend this meeting should be penalized. 100% in support of that. Because what you don't have, you cannot give. What you don't know, you cannot teach. And you can only teach, you can only get to know more in trainings and meetings like this. Now, the purpose of web task is to promote the community and expand the community through your own structure. And so by the time you start doing that for your downline, you have defeated the purpose of that web task. We have millions, hundreds of millions of people using Facebook. You understand? And on Facebook, those that you know are clearly different from those that your downlines knows. There is a reason why In the instruction for web task, they said tag at least 10 friends of yours. Now, if you are doing web tasks for your people, if you are doing, let's say, web tasks for 50 people and you are using one Facebook, are you going to be tagging the same 10 people for those 50 accounts? What result do you want to get from that? The result you get from that is 0. Ask those who are doing Facebook adverts very well. They will tell you the result you get from that is 0, because you will be pushing 50 different links, 50 different links to just the same person. If you are the same person that someone is passing advert to you and is giving you 50 different links, what will you think of that person? Is the person serious or unserious? Definitely, you see this person as a serious type. And you may choose not even go by any of the link, because this person is even confused. So if you are doing web tasks for any of your downline, you have defeated the purpose of web task. The purpose of web task is for us to say 3,000 community members. 3,000 community members. We tag at least 10 different people. So we want 3,000 community members to tag 30,000 people every day. 30,000 different people every day. We don't want 3,000 community members to tag 3,000 people every day. No. We want 3,000 community members to tag at least 30,000 people. Because if 3,000 community members are tagging 10 different people each, 3,000 times 10 gives us how much? 3,000 times 10 give us 30,000, right? 3,000 times, I want to be sure I'm correct.
30,000, sir, times 10. Hello, sir.
100,000.
Word code, are you there? I think
100,000.
I think his network is not friendly again.
I think word code is doing calculation, or is it in the network or what?
I think it might be his network.
Just wait for him now.
His network, it has gone. So you can take over, Mr. Opai.
I think Lord Khalif, please, you can unmute yourself. Lord Khalif.
Okay. The network is really crazy. That's why I'm typing actually. Like our host is saying, it's like myself, I tell my downlines, I can never do web tags for you, but I can give you tools. It's just a matter of copy and paste and tag 10 people. And physically, I have people who come to my shop and I teach them how to do these things, but just that most people are lazy. And when you're lazy, you cannot make money. MMM is not a place where you come and say you must do, is a do or die thing. No. Already you've been given a stipulated amount that you can make 1% daily. But if you want more, you do more. And when you do more, it helps in sustenance of the community. It sustains the community and it builds the community and it builds your own structure. So web tags for every guider, like I just typed, I say every guider should be compulsory for every guider to do web tags at least out of the 30 days. If you do web tags for 20 days, it's a plus to you. It's a plus, it's a very big plus to you. And also for people knowing the ideology, the right things to say is another thing. Like when we attended the Guider'S school in 2006, 2015, 2016, they say you like our host said, you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't know it, you cannot tell people the right thing. So every day, by the time we read this thing, we all have the PPT on our phones, on our system. Take time out. If it's 5-10 minutes, take time out, study it again, go through it. This is the right thing. By the time you study it for 1 week, 2 weeks, you don't even need to go to read it again. You just have it at heart. And by the time you're talking, you're very sound. You are very, very sound. And before you know, people now will start coming into the community of sound mind, knowing that this is not an investment like I thought it is. Because most people think you're coming to carry your money and put in one central account, which is not. MMM is a donation platform that rewards you. And with you telling somebody else, unlike the previous time where some people will not even put money and they want to come and pack all the money, the days of that one is over. That's why they say this, they have a lot of renovations in MMM Revolution. So the renovations are part of the revolutionary process. And we all as guiders, when we know these things, my brother, it will take us from time to time. Before we know, we are hitting 5 months. Before we know, we are hitting 6 months. Because why? The ideology is right. And we are passing it the right way. And I will advise, Facebook is a very, 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 very big community. Twitter is a very big community. Facebook and Twitter alone. If you are doing, like most of my downlines I got some of them from Twitter. If you're doing Twitter, before you know, you are getting international downlines, across the border downlines, not just Nigeria alone. And WhatsApp is limited because number one, you're recycling something over and over to people. Yes, there is an effect that can have, because some people, they might need to see this thing like the 100th time before they finally say, okay, let me give it a try. Kudos to Fancy and all those people who keep doing this repetition thing. But I think Facebook, the blueprint of MMM for promotion in this 2022-23, Facebook is a very big audience. People will see it. People will come. First of all, they will comment trash. But if they keep seeing it and they keep seeing posts of results, people getting paid, people getting paid, people getting paid. And I believe after now, you see people posting results of buying cars, being able to pay school fees, house rent, and all the rest. People will come in. That's left for 2023 and left for all of us as leaders.
That's so.
Yes, as leaders of MMM Revolution. But first of all, what we need to do, we have started the movement. The movement is on, and we all, hands on deck, continue the movement like that. Thank you very much. Mr. Ope, you can take over.
Oh, all right, sir. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. I hope you can hear me, because it seems I'm having calls. So, yeah. Please, Guider Aguna, please confirm if you can hear me. Oh, okay.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I think a lot has been said. And me personally, I know I told you when we started that tonight's Zoom meeting is going to be educative. Me personally, I have learned a lot today, which I am going to be putting in actions henceforth. Thank you so much, everybody, for making it a day with us in tonight's Zoom meeting. Even up to now, we sincerely appreciated everyone. But my prayer is we are going to enjoy this community to the fullest, and not just amen alone. No, that's just the truth. You have to put in your best. Because when we're talking about success, success is not just by luck. It requires your smart work and hard work. That is just the truth. So if you really want to make fortune, I mean the real fortune in this community, you have to put in your best to the community so that we can all benefit it all together. So our next Zoom meeting is going to be on Friday. And Friday, basically, we're going to be talking about Guider. Yes, we're going to be talking about Guiders. So I want us to be prepared. Let's try to tell our people to come on board on Saturday, on Friday for the Zoom. And also, please, I want all the Guiders in the Zoom right now to keep in touch with their Guiders, because we have Guider of Guiders. Let them be coming to Zoom. And please, I want, if possible, we can effect it probably by next week, Monday. If you are a Guider and you are not attending the Zoom, there should be a penalty for that. You understand? Because imagine now, all of us that we are Guider here, we are, I mean, in one way or the other, we have been educated. You understand? We've gotten at least some new, that personally me, what you are talking about web task, I don't know before. But with what I've had now, I've learned. So, and a lot of Guider now don't really understand the ideology of these words, of this community. So, and it's from this Zoom, you'll be able to understand it so that you can preach the right ideology for people. So please, Francis, Ogona, Lord Khalif, please, let's try and tell our people that their Guiders will be attending the Zoom. And probably by Monday, let's be effecting it so that there will be penalty for the Zoom. So I think Guider, we're going to want to say one or two things so that we round it up. You are welcome, sir.
I want to say something regarding a message somebody just typed right now in the message section. Okay. He said web tasks should be made compulsory for all Guiders. And again, Guiders should not PH more than 3 times what the PH. I think this person came late to the meeting. Guider success. He came late to the meeting. He came late to the meeting. And this type of question now, I think Lord Khalif will not be happy with you because I think he's in charge of Guider. He will not be happy. Lord Khalif, are you there?
Sorry for the break.
Okay, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for the break. I forgot to plug my mic. Sorry for the break. So I'm going to make the rest of the discussion brief. So I think I've been able to drive to a reasonable point, the importance of web task and why it should not be done for anybody, because doing it for anyone defeats the purpose, the right purpose of the importance and the benefit of web task. But instead, we will, as Guider, let us try as much as possible to teach our people how to do web tasks. How to do web tasks. There are downlines. I have a lot of downlines. Those who felt they cannot use their current personal Facebook to do promotions. I've seen them opening new Facebook accounts where they can do promotions of MMM Revolution, and they have started doing that. You see them opening new Facebook accounts or new Facebook profile, and you see them adding those friends of theirs that they know when they see MMM adverts would not be mad at them or will not cause them anything or will not give them problem, or you understand. If anybody is saying I don't want to use my personal Facebook account, that does not mean it does not have people on that Facebook account that are likely to listen to him or her. But it's because on the same account they have people that they don't want them to know that they are doing MMM Revolution. You understand? So they can easily open a Facebook account, add some of their friends there, You see, the purpose of this account is if 3,000 participants are tagging 30,000 participants daily, the friends of those 30,000 participants too are going to see. Let's now say each of those 30,000 has 1,000 friends. It means you have to multiply that 30,000, you have to multiply it by 1,000. You understand? So it means by the time you do by the time 3,000 people do web task every day, you are projecting that web task to 30 million people. Can you see the power of 3,000, just 3,000 people doing web task correctly? Just do web task, do your own web task on your own Facebook account and tag 10 friends of yours. Let's say all those 10 friends of yours now have 1,000 friends on Facebook. It means you have just successfully presented, you have just successfully marketed or promoted or passed the MMM advert, MMM message to 30 million people just every day. You understand? If we consistently, the rule of marketing says if you consistently pass information to, say, 30 people, you are likely to get 10% of those people. 10% of those people, you are likely to get them to support or agree or check and join you in your business. I hope we are understanding why it is essential for individuals to do their web task. So in short, never you, just like Guider Agona said, it is not acceptable for anyone, any leader or any guider to do web task for their downline. Instead, it is the responsibility of every guiders to train and retrain their team members on how to do web tasks. There are videos flying around that teach how to do web tasks. There are write-ups flying around that teach how to do web tasks. So get those videos, watch it yourself and understand it, then teach your people. In MMM Revolution, we don't want guiders that are irresponsible. We don't want guiders that are not capable. It is not a must that you become a guider if you know you cannot function as one. Because the bonuses you are getting is not for fun, it's not a gift. It is coming from the community and it is for a purpose. And so if you would not be paid at your place of work for not working, then don't cheat the community here. Learn what you're supposed to learn as a guider. I've been reiterating every meeting here that guiders' position comes with responsibility. In fact, responsibilities. And it is important, highly important, that you understand those responsibilities and take charge of them. Be responsible for your team and to your team because you are answerable to them. So you need to teach them the right thing. For those who cannot watch videos, there are write-ups that explain how to do web tasks. In fact, on your web task page, the most pleasant method of teaching someone on how to do a thing online is what we have. We have a pictorial guide that shows you how to do things. If you click this, this is what you will see. This is what you click. This is what you see. We have a pictorial guide. The only thing you will do is now is for on your own part, just like Fancy said, you now do such a pictorial guide for your people while they are using phone to do it. So it's important that you train your people, teach them how to do web tasks and don't do it for them. Someone talk about recommitment. You see, let us get this straight this night. The ideology of MMM does not have recommitment in it. Lieutenant Sergeant Mabrodi founded a free and fair community. A free community, a community without any form of restriction. any form of restriction. The ideology of MMM as a community doesn't have a commitment in it. Do you understand? If you watch the moment, if you watch even how MMM was operated when it was done physically, 2011, 2012, when Lieutenant Sagi Mabrodi was using a printed paper to represent Mabro, when MMM had office, before the Russian government destroyed the office and arrested Sagi Mabrodi, even then, when they were using something in form of the physical paper, physical money that we have today as Mabro, there was no recommitment. So in the original ideology of this community, there is nothing like commitment, because Tenansage want us to have a community that is free of restriction. That is free of restriction. So a commitment is not even ideal at all. You understand? I'm not saying systems with commitments are scam or they are not scam. I'm not saying that, just like Lord Khalif said. I'm not saying that. You understand? Because everybody that comes, just like Lord Khalif said, they either come with good intention or bad intentions. You don't know, and you never can know. You understand? So, but recommitment is never in the plan. And if you notice the innovations introduced in this system, you will not be afraid, because the calculation is perfect. The calculation is very much perfect. Remember, you have withdrawal limits. You have GH limits in this community. You understand? You have GH limit in this community. So whoever is coming to say, okay, if I GH this, I'm not going to do again. Remember, the moment you GH your PH from the system, you cannot withdraw again until you have PH. Did you get that right? If you PH 100,000, you are only entitled to withdraw 200,000. And once the 200,000 is withdrawn, you cannot withdraw again until you have PH again. So if you choose not to PH again, fine, you go. You are still not hurting the community, because the only thing you have is extra 50% or extra 70% if you did not do your web task. So you are still not hurting the system. Unlike the old system where you can PH 1,000 and G 30 million. So the case of recommitment and your fear had already been settled. So you would know I'm not missing word when I said this community, this calculation that is working here is perfect. And may I tell you that what we have in this community is part of the master plan of MM as a community. That man, Lieutenant Zagi Mabrodi, is a mathematical genius, and he is a genius indeed. A lot of things that is in the master plan of MMM as a community that he did not live to see. I tell you, the Cape Town event of next year is part of the plan of Lieutenant Zagi Mabrodi, because he said it himself that he's looking up to a day where everybody in the community, starting from leaders in the community, will be able to come together as one, irrespective of your ethnicity, your religion, your country, your language, your tongue, your color, irrespective of where you come from. No restriction, where everyone can come together under one umbrella and celebrate together in a free and fair community. But he never lived to see. You understand? So MMM as a community holds an ideology that creates a fair and free community. No restriction whatsoever. No restriction whatsoever. So recommitment is not needed. It's not needed. And I tell you, the calculations in the revolution is one of the best that you can think of. No restrictions, and we still have a strong system as it is. And then lastly, I'll be talking about the 50% or 30% arrangement. It is clear from the beginning. When you are writing your content, your marketing content, just like I said, whoever knows or whoever is following Local Leaf, I am citing them as an example because Local Leaf send daily broadcasts every day. And like I said earlier, anyone who is following his daily broadcast will not even know. You don't even have to go and be typing content for your web task, because what he's sending every day alone is enough a content for your web task. Just edit his own link and put your link, edit his WhatsApp link and put your WhatsApp link, and off you go. That is part of the responsibility of Guider'S. I'm doing that too. Anybody who can do that too can do. You understand? It's not compulsory because every Guider have different strategies of marketing. Sure, you understand? But all I'm saying is in those contents, you will see constantly in ML Revolution, you can earn up to 50%. Or you can earn between 30 to 50%. That has been what is workable in this community. Not 50%. Revolution did not promise 50%. They only promise 30 to 50%, because if you do web task for 20 days instead of 30 days, you will not get 20%. Oh. You won't. You will not get 20%. You will only get 0.67% times 20. That's what you will get, not 20%. If you do web task for 15 days, in fact, take for instance, at the end of November, for everybody who had PhD, at the end of November, you will not get 50%. I hope you know that. Because we did not start our web task from the first day. And if you watch the earnings from web task, it has always been 0.67% every day. And if you divide 0.67% by 30 days, if you multiply that times 20 times 30 days, that's what gives 20%. So I'm sure you know that every one of us will not get up to 50% at the end of November because we did not do web task up to 30 days. I'm sure you know that. That's a practical example. So please preach the right ideology. Just like Faj said, the right ideology. Don't, because you need to get a downline, now begin to lure people. That is the exact problem that we have in 2015-2016. That's the reason why government is fighting this community. Because they believe we are coercing people. We are forcing people to join this community. Meanwhile, the ideology of this community is clear enough to say it is a free, fair community. Don't forget, it is a donation platform. It's not an investment company. So don't force people to join. And I'm saying, don't force people to do even what they cannot afford to lose. And that leads me to the assurance. Even as Guider'S, remember, you are not Chioma. So don't give assurance. Remember, you are not MMM community. So don't give assurance. Because MMM is not an investment company, because there's no central account, don't give assurance. Remember, the word in the system, in the community, is donation. And in the real sense, you don't give something to someone and you expect that person to give it back to you. No, it's a gift. It's a donation. So don't give any assurance. Don't give any assurance. Please, we need to be mindful of how we promote the community. And it is very easy and straightforward. The ideology is clear and straightforward. So if the community is not even giving you assurance, so why are you giving assurance to your people? And that's why you see, you don't know who is who. even in your presentations, in your mega seminars, in your big event, physical events, don't give assurance. Don't give assurance. We have a lot of issues in 2016 where lawyers begins to write petitions against the community, against leaders, that they are coercing people. And those ones actually have evidences of promoters who will stand in front of a large audience and be beating their chest, giving them assurance that if you put your money in MM community, as if there is a central pause where they are putting money. If you put your money in MM community, you are going to get back 30%. I'm giving you assurance. There's nothing like putting here. Whatever you gift it out. Like I used to say, the marvel that you have in return in your account is just a gift from the community to you, for just to pay for your act of benevolence. Just as you have gift someone, the system also gifts you. The only opportunity you have is that you now have it, you now have a growth over it. So never you give anybody assurance, because even the community did not give you assurance. So promoters, guiders, leaders, we've got to be very careful with words that we use. There is nothing like investment here. There is nothing like put, because there's no central account. Nobody should say nobody should say, I've put my money there, because you did not put your money anywhere. You have gifted your money to someone. That's why you see the English is right. Provide help is right. Get help is right. Because what you are really doing is you are really providing help. And you will notice one thing: if we preach the right ideology the way it is, you will see that even the government will have nothing to hold against us. Nobody can sue us for gifting money to ourselves, because what you do with your money is your right. You understand? Nobody can petition you for what you are doing in this community, because what you do with your money is your right. You decide what to do with your money. You understand? But it becomes we are creating problem for ourselves when we start coercing people, forcing people with wrong assurance. You now tell people to go and sell their house, sell their land, sell their properties, just to come and participate, just for you to get your 10%. I wonder how you want to spend that money. Because you know what? Under the law of this Nigeria, what you are doing is you are getting money from that your downline, under false pretense. So lawyers can sue you for that. You have just lured that person against his will into your community. You are just siphoning that person under false pretense. So we need to be very careful. We need to understand the ideology and understand the country that we live in. And the ideology is not even against the rule. So don't push yourself to the extreme of going out of the ideology and going against the constitution of the land. Because if it happens, I'm sorry, you will be on your own. Because you have already sinned against the community. And so if the community is not saving, you don't see community as a bad community, because you first go against the rule of the community. And I want every leader to preach that right ideology to people. MM as a community is a free and fair community where people donate according to their capacity. People gifts according to their capacity. What you cannot afford to lose, what you cannot afford to dash, don't give it here. All in the name of making, no. That's why we say this community is for those who are ready to give financial aids. Those who are ready to help people to give financial aids. Our time is fast spent. It's almost 11. And so I'll be stopping here tonight. Friday, by God's grace, is going to focus majorly on Guider. On Guider. It's going to be focused majorly on Guider. How to become a guider? What are the responsibilities of guiders? promoters, what are the responsibility? You don't just become guiders for the sake of bonuses. No, those bonuses are not free. They are there for a purpose. So Friday is going to be it's going to focus on guiders. Please, everybody that wants to become guider must be present on Friday's meeting. Let us begin to market Friday's meeting from now. Take it to Facebook. Let people join us. Everybody that wants to become guider should be on Friday's meeting. Please, leaders, let us reiterate that in our group. If you want to become guiders, Friday meeting is important. That you understand your responsibility as a guider before you become one. And those who are already guiders must be in Friday's meeting so that they can understand their responsibility as guiders. They don't just be guiders. We don't just breed guiders here, because guiders are the pillars of this community. And the reason for that is because you are like local government. You are the closest to the people, because you are the one recruiting people. You are the one promoting the community. You are the closest to the people. So it's important that every guider get things right. It's important that every guider is responsible for their team. Because you earn from that team, you are answerable to them. So you need to lead them right. But what you don't have, you can give. So Friday's meeting is important for every guider to attend. So that's it. We will be announcing very soon when guiders meeting will be, for us to get prepared. It's going to be outside all those 3 days we have been using for the week already. And guiders meeting will be more with the management, where we will have direct responses to our issues, to our complaints, and we will deliberate right there how to move the community forward. And God will help us. So I met Guider Ogona's hand like this. I don't know if he has something to say or what. Guider Ogona, are you here?
Please round up, sir. Our time is fast spent. I think maybe. Please.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's
All
good. I appreciate everyone for coming around. I appreciate everyone for being here tonight.